A lot of people think in today's world, high school graduation is not such a big deal. But to me, growing up nearly homeless, with no money, with a single mother who had a drug problem, there's really no one who cared if I graduate. Not even me till recently. My name is Amiah Constant. I guess a lot of kids don't graduate from high school. My brother quit school. In Michigan, where I was born and lived most of the time, 11,000 students drop out of high school each year. This is where it nearly ended for me. When someone started a fight with my friend, I jumped in, it got out of hand, someone had to pay, and it was me. They kicked me out. Getting in a fight, it wasn't smart, but given my life, it wasn't really that unusual. I didn't live with my dad, I lived with my mom and my grandmother, but when my grandmother died when I was 8, everything fell apart. My mom had no job and she used drugs. We moved all the time, living with anyone who would take us. We lived in a shelter. We lived on the streets at one point. I was in 11 schools by 9th grade. I hated school. My dad was Haitian and my mom was white, and kids teased me because I looked different. There were many weeks I didn't go to school and no one seemed to notice. In 8th grade, I moved in with my dad. He was a single parent. I really didn't know him that well. And I knew it was gonna be okay because I was an only child, and up until then, I pretty much did everything on my own, so I was an independent person. I'm not sure how it happened, but after I was expelled, I ended up at a school called Lighthouse Academy. It's a charter school for students like me, kicked out with no place to go. It's small, so all the teachers know who you are. Anyways, I signed up for this elective with Ms. Jones. It's called Jobs for Michigan's Graduates. I didn't have to take it, but I decided to take it anyways because it would teach me how to get a job and make more money.
My name is Diana Jones, and I am the teacher here at Lighthouse Academy for the Jobs for Michigan's Graduates program. It's a nonprofit program started in the state of Michigan about 9 years ago. Students that come into my class expect to get a job right away. However, they're not fully understanding when they first come in the actual realities of that. Learning soft skills, learning how to interview and talk with professionals, dressing professionally, arriving to school and work on time. So many of our students will be on probation, long-term suspended from their other school. They may struggle with the class, but many of my students find the value in it after they've completed the trimester.
I learned so much in that class. It gave me a lot of confidence. One day, Ms. Jones took us on a tour to show us jobs that women don't traditionally do. We came to Kirkstra Precast. They make cement barriers.
My name is James Morgan. I am the Operations Support Manager at Kirkstra Precast. I remember meeting Amiah in this tour. She was a very eager student. She asked many questions from how much are you gonna pay me? How many hours can I work a day? What am I gonna be doing? She did, she wanted a job. She was here, ready to work. She wanted to start that day. She actually came back and asked for an application, and we interviewed her that day and hired her on the spot. She had a go-getter attitude, and when she worked with us, there wasn't anything she was afraid to do. She was right there with the guys, asking, learning, and doing.
I worked there all summer. It was going very well. I knew after graduation I could have a future there, but then I got to thinking, I might have more to offer with a college degree. I don't have money to pay for college, so after I graduate, I'm entering the Air Force, which will pay for me to go to college while I'm there for 4 years. Ms. Jones said I really need to focus on my academics, which I have. She picks me up every morning on the way to school so I can get to math class on time.
So the purpose of public education is to get the next generation to self-sufficiency. We spend a lot of money to do that, and when schools don't do that, they have failed. It's not fair to taxpayers, but especially not fair to students like Amiah, who have challenges at home through no fault of their own, and they have so much potential and so much drive. My job is to pave the way.
Everything lined up for me, thanks to my school, Ms. Jones, who cares for me so much, and the Jobs for Michigan's Graduates program. I am so grateful for the chance to dream and to believe that those dreams can come true.